Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled among misty mountains, there lived a wise Zen named Lin. Master Lin was known far and wide for his profound wisdom and the peaceful aura that surrounded him. People from all corners of the land would travel to seek his guidance on matters big and small. In this village, there was a peculiar problem that troubled its people. Everyone was caught in a never-ending cycle of blaming each other for their troubles. From the baker blaming the farmer for the poor quality of wheat, to children blaming their friends for their own mistakes, the blame game had woven itself into the very fabric of the village. One day, a young boy named Tao, frustrated and confused by this constant blaming, approached Master Lin. "Master Lin," he asked, "why do people always blame each other? How can we find peace?" Master Lin smiled gently and decided it was time to teach the village a valuable lesson. He called for a village meeting at the break of dawn the next day. As the first rays of the sun touched the village, people gathered around Master Lin, curious about the lesson he was about to impart. Master Lin began his teaching with a simple yet profound story. "Many years ago," he started, "there was a village much like ours where people lived in harmony. However, one day, a mysterious mirror appeared in the center of the village. This was no ordinary mirror. It reflected not one's physical appearance, but one's inner self. People who looked into the mirror saw their flaws and shortcomings reflected back at them. The villagers, unable to face their own imperfections, began to blame the mirror for showing them what they did not wish to see. They blamed it for their anger, their jealousy, and their pride. Eventually, they destroyed the mirror, hoping to end their discomfort." Master Lin paused, looking at the faces of the villagers who were now listening intently. But the destruction of the mirror did not bring peace. Instead, the villagers started blaming each other, just as they had blamed the mirror. They failed to realize that the problem was not the mirror, but their unwillingness to reflect on and accept their own imperfections. Master Lin continued, "Like the villagers in the story, we too are playing the blame game. We blame others for our unhappiness, our failures, and our disappointments. But true peace and harmony can only be achieved when we stop blaming and start reflecting on our own actions and thoughts." He then proposed a challenge to the villagers. "For 1 week, I ask each of you to not blame anyone else for anything. Instead, reflect on your own actions and how they contribute to the situation. See what changes when you take responsibility for your own life." The villagers, inspired by Master Lin's words, agreed to the challenge. Over the next week, something remarkable happened. As people stopped blaming each other and started taking responsibility for their actions, the atmosphere in the village transformed. There was less anger, fewer arguments, and a growing sense of community and understanding. Tao, who had first brought his concerns to Master Lin, noticed the change more than anyone. He saw friendships strengthen, families reunite, and a newfound happiness in the village. As the week ended, the villagers gathered once again around Master Lin, grateful for the lesson he had taught them. They realized that the blame game had only brought them misery, and that taking responsibility for their actions brought peace and harmony. Master Lin smiled, knowing his work was done. "Remember," he said, "peace begins with each of us. When we change ourselves, we change the world." And so, my dear viewers, just like the villagers in our story, we too can bring peace and harmony into our lives by ending the blame game. Let's take Master Lin's challenge and make a change in our own lives. If the story inspired you, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening stories. Share this video with your friends and family, and let's spread the wisdom of Master Lin far and wide.